It is no secret that the Mets are severely underperforming. At the time of this recording, the Mets sit at a 31-36 record, in fourth place in their division, having lost 9 of their last 10 games, and they have already lost the number of series that they lost in the entirety of last year, 11. When Steve Cohen took over the Mets in 2020, he made it clear that he wanted to lead the Mets to a World Series title in the next 5 years. 2021 was the first year in which the Mets had a very disappointing collapse after having such a successful first half of the season. 2022 was the second year, and Steve Cohen wasn't playing around. He went out and completely changed the team to lead them to a 101-61 record and an insanely awful end of their season. Now it's 2023. The third year of the Steve Cohen's 5-year plan has not gone in the Mets' favor. To start, the Mets re-signed 2022 National League Reliever of the Year Edwin Diaz to the highest contract ever given out to a relief pitcher in the history of baseball. What has happened to him? A freak injury from the World Baseball Classic has sidelined him for the entire 2023 season and has really killed their bullpen. They also went out and got the 2022 AL Cy Young Award winner Justin Verlander to replace their longtime ace Jacob deGrom. What has Verlander been up to? You guessed it. After an opening day injury that sidelined him for a month, Verlander has sat with upwards of a 5 ERA. With Chris Bassitt and Taijuan Walker walking in free agency, the Mets went out and got 2 more starters to replace them in Jose Quintana and Kodai Senga. Kodai Senga is the first example of something that has gone right for the Mets this year, as the rookie has posted great all-around numbers for the struggling Mets pitching staff. With that being said, Jose Quintana also hasn't thrown a pitch this year when the team specifically got him for his ability to stay healthy. To put it simply, the guys the Mets had to rely on to get the job done on the field this year have not been on the field to get it done. You thought they turned a corner after they swept the Phillies, but that was obviously not true, as they went on a grueling 7-game losing streak to end that. They lost 7 straight games to the Blue Jays, Braves, and Pirates, all playoff teams right now. If you can't beat those teams, you have no business even sniffing the playoffs. If we all thought the Blue Jays series was bad, it was nothing close to the sadness that was the Mets versus the Braves. In Game 1, the Mets got out to a 4-1 lead in the third. Carlos Carrasco was dealing, and then the bullpen gave up the lead and the game. In Game 2, the Mets led 4-1 again. Max Scherzer was dealing until he wasn't. Michael Harris hits a game-winning 2-run shot in the 8th, and the Braves win it 7-5. In Game 3, a game where Justin Verlander goes just 3 innings while allowing 4 runs, the offense keeps them in it while getting 8 runs off Spencer Strider, but Ozzie Albies hits the walk-off 3-run home run in the 10th to sweep the series. This whole series was full of heartbreak, and the first time the Mets lost 3 straight games, when they had at least a 3-run lead in every game, came against their division rivals, the Braves. It's awful. In their most recent loss to the Yankees, the offense gave them a 5-run lead without Pete Alonso, and Max Scherzer just gives it up. This payroll is $350 million, the biggest in baseball history, and if they miss the playoffs, it will be the biggest choke job in baseball history.